Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Christian Gingras, and I'm actually honored and really excited to have the opportunity to present with Dr. Augustine this evening, who's from Nigeria. He's a very distinguished doctor, and I'm absolutely honored that he takes the time to be able to present this information with me this evening. The call is recorded, so these calls are always hosted on the Crown Diamond Global Impact YouTube channel. And also, if you go to activeteamgroup.com, you will find that that's where the Facebook Live is shared. Now, folks, listen, this is a short presentation. I will give you an overview of Max International and the opportunity that we have to improve your health, but also to share some of the wealth with your friends and family. And what's really interesting with Max International is that we're a US-based company, and we're established in 2007. And we are currently in 20 countries around the world, very soon 21. As you know, Cameroon was recently open, and then Mexico is just around the corner. And the fact is that we're a group of professionals that have different backgrounds with a common mission. And our commission-based business model is really designed to provide some amazing products, but also to give you an opportunity to create a great income. So at the end of the day, we want to share this information within the community of Max International and anybody who's willing to learn about us. And we are very honored to have you with us here this evening.
Yes, you are very correct, Chris. Thank you for having me tonight. Yes, the Max mission. The mission of Max International is to empower people to build a legacy of significant change in their lives and the lives of others. And isn't that what all of us want? Exactly. To have a life of significance. I tell you, a lot of people have lost their persons, their personalities, and a lot of things are happening, including suicide. And I tell you, this opportunity that Max is bringing is what we are going to appreciate tonight.
Absolutely, folks. And you see, when you think about a legacy of significant change, Dr. Austin is right. I mean, at the end of the day, it really starts with you. And what are the changes that you would want to see in your life? Think about it as you're watching this presentation here this evening or this afternoon or this morning, depending on where you live in the world. If you happen to be in the Philippines, it's in the morning. If you happen to be in Africa, it's probably in the evening. If you happen to be in North America, it's probably either mid-afternoon or late afternoon. At the end of the day, our goal here is to create to share some information that can help you create a better finances, maybe owning your home, maybe going to this beautiful vacation that you always dreamed of, or maybe taking your kids to a higher education with a better kind of mindset, if you understand what I mean. Maybe you're looking to improve the quality of your fitness activities and what you consume, or creating a passive income. At the end of the day, folks, is that we're here to engage you to watch a wonderful information, and that will help you get some details for you to make an assessment on if this could be the kind of products or opportunity you would like to add to your life.
Yes, health. Let's start with health. Unfortunately, most people in the world today are exposed to high levels of pollution and toxins. They suffer from high stress, poor diet, and lack of sleep. And these issues are not helping our health at all. People are dying every day from cancer, from diabetes, from whatever. Death from all non-infectious diseases continue to rise. According to World Health Organization, the top 2 causes of death worldwide are heart disease and stroke. Diabetes, kidney disease, and others add to the leading cause of death globally. These trends definitely show us that there are health challenges in our world today. Taking care of our health is very, very critical. In the last 1 week, there have been some kind of mysterious deaths from the hospital, and this really scares people a lot. Health, they say, is wealth. We've all had the saying, and taking good care of our bodies is the basic foundation for creating significant change in our lives.
That is an understatement, Dr. Austin. And at the end of the day, folks, your overall health depends on the health of your individual cells. It really comes as simple as that.
Oh, well, glutathione is what we're going to talk about today. And it is glutathione that keeps our cells healthy. After food, water, and oxygen, the fourth thing every cell needs to survive is glutathione.
That is an understatement. I'm so honored to be with a very distinguished doctor this evening. So, Dr. Austin, what is glutathione? It's a bit of a mouthful of a word, and a lot of people don't know what that is. What is glutathione?
Thank you very much. I must start with saying that at a point, nobody in the world ever knew what glutathione was until it was first discovered in 1888. And then it was found to be something that, is good, but you really cannot get it produced until Max International came. Glutathione is what is produced naturally in every cell in our bodies. It's our body's natural defense against toxins, pollutions, and more. Every day, there are thousands of attacks on our cells. It is glutathione that protects us against this attack. Without optimal levels of glutathione, our cells cannot stay healthy. And we know that if our cells are not healthy, our bodies cannot be healthy. Just imagine a 10-story building that has weak blocks. Definitely, the story building will crumble.
That is an understatement. So, one of the benefits, in getting optimal level of glutathione in your body is you will find that you'll have a stronger immune system. It reduces inflammation in our cells. See, people don't realize, but inflammation or rising inflammation is associated to probably almost every diseases that is known today to the general public. So if you reduce the inflammation, then you live a better quality of life because your body's in a better state to heal. So it helps slow down the aging process. We get better energy, better sleep, reduce stress, and better mental focus and clarity. Sometimes, again, when you're young and healthy, you kind of take your health for granted. But sometimes, some of us, or as you age, sometimes the health changes, the status changes. And what you will find is as you're consuming these products, and we'll talk a little bit about it as we go into the science aspect of things, it also improves the performance, whether it is mental or physical. We get better stamina recovery so we can better perform, whether it is in the gym, the classroom, the boardroom, and even the bedroom, as we understand the relationship between a significant other is very, very important. And again, these wonderful products can really, really help you.
Thank you, Chris. But I must tell you that is not all to know about glutathione. There is a bad news. And what is this bad news? From about the age of 20, our glutathione levels start to go down naturally just due to aging. And of course, that must be the basis for death when you begin to depreciate. We usually lose 10 to 15% of our glutathione levels every decade. And you can see that by the time we are in our 40s, 50s and above, our glutathione levels are nowhere near where we need them to be. So it's not surprising that we start to hear about health issues, lack of energy, aches and pains, trouble sleeping, and so many other complaints as we see people getting older.
Absolutely. And by the way, I wanted to recognize all of you on Facebook Live here that are joining us. Thank you for coming in, and certainly appreciate the hearts and thumbs up and feedback. We certainly love you guys. At the end of the day, folks, one of the things that causes also glutathione to add on to what Dr. Austin shared earlier is stress, poor diet, toxins, illness, alcohol, and other issues that cause the glutathione levels to go down even faster. And remember, we said that if you have optimal level of glutathione, our cells are healthy. If you don't have enough glutathione, your cells are not healthy. And that's the nucleus of what we want to talk about this evening. So if our cells are not healthy, our bodies are not healthy. So that is a really big concern that is growing around the world today.
Thank you very much. I must tell you that, in fact, there are over 74 diseases and counting and health, challenges associated with low glutathione levels. Diabetes is one of them, hypertension, stroke, arthritis, kidney disease, and so many more. There are just a few of the health challenges associated with glutathione. We have some that are still coming up. I must tell you that even the COVID-19 that we're just overcoming is associated with some low levels of glutathione. One evidence to prove this is that at the onset of this disease, it was clear that children that have high levels of glutathione needed to fear, little about COVID compared to the elderly ones who have run their glutathiones completely down. They are the ones that are mostly at risk. So you can see the direct connection with low levels of glutathione and health challenges.
Brilliant. And the fact is that we've heard how important glutathione is right now. So one of the biggest challenge is to raise it. It's always been a difficult step. And in some cases, there are going to be some companies and areas that are going to talk to you about to taking glutathione orally. Unfortunately, through the digestive tract, the glutathione gets completely decomposed to its original components, and it's completely useless. You just basically urinating expensive urine, if you understand what I mean. So the fact here is there's another one is intravenous glutathione. And I know that some people do that. Professional athletes do that. And it will work, but one, is inconvenient, two, is expensive, and three, it is short-lived. See, the glutathione molecule, it's too big to fit to go inside the cells, which is naturally where the glutathione is designed to reside. But if it goes around the cells on the outside, it will still do its job, but it has a very short lifespan. So what we're bringing to you here today is a very effective way to raise the glutathione, and we actually have the solution to teach the body how to produce it naturally.
Thank you very much for mentioning that there is a solution, and I'm happy to tell you about the solution. It is from Max International. The solution is ribosine. Ribosine is a breakthrough in science that raises glutathione within the cells. It's a combination of D-ribose and L-cysteine. Ribose is the simple sugar we use to make energy. The cysteine is an amino acid that we need as one of the key components to make glutathione. The ribose protects the cysteine, getting it into the cell intact, where the ribose will now produce energy and the cysteine is available to make glutathione. That way, the body is able to produce this glutathione naturally, and you don't have to go through other means like injections that are quite expensive. You can see what great good has been done to us by Max International.
And that's why we're so fortunate. I really appreciate this information, Dr. Austin, to have this kind of technology at their disposal. And the creator of the ribosine is Dr. Herb T. Nagasawa. He's really an amazing man with over 45 years of professorship, who spent over 25 years of his life within the scientific research of creating ribosine. See, we just consume it, take for granted, but there's an enormous amount of work that went behind that, trial and errors and all the things that he's done to be able to get to this point, with over 43 peer-reviewed studies and more to come. So ribosine is the most advanced glutathione support available in the world today, which is even over 300%. Listen to this. 300% more effective than the next best alternative in raising glutathione organ cells. And there's competitors out there. What's interesting is our very first product that we introduced when we launched the company 15 years ago, which is called Max GXL, which stands for Maximum Glutathione Accelerator, which basically it's the N-acetylcysteine. Short version would be NAC, which now we have the ribosine, which is the Bentley, which is the upgrade, which is so much more efficient in producing glutathione within the bloodstream. So the fact is, ribosine is truly a scientific breakthrough that solves a real problem today. And folks, I don't know if you heard this before, but the millionaires are created when you solve a major problem for the many. And we know that toxicity and people dealing with immune system issues is on a massive scale today. And what's happening is we provide a solution to a very common problem. And this is why Max Internationals give us a great business advantage. It's absolutely remarkable that we'll share with you as you stay tuned as we go through the presentation.
Thank you very much, Chris. Most people have argued that when you take enough vegetables, fruits, and all that, you really don't need to bother about supplements. But I care to tell you that Max product is exceptional. Why? Because ribosine is not found in any leaf. It is not found in any plant. It is not found in any vegetable. You can only find it in Max International. It's a product of a professor of professors. Ribosine can be found, of course, in many of Max products. Max products are halal certified, and they are also approved by the required authorities in any country where Max is officially open, including Nigeria, Canada, US, and all others. Okay, all of Max products are certified by the Banned Substance Control Group to have no banned substance. So they are safe for athletes and all of us who use. People love our products. When they try them, they definitely come back for more. And I must tell you at this point that that is the unique thing that actually attracted me to Max International. I have been exposed and introduced to so many other products, but one thing is that you tend to get to force people, encourage them to get this product. But with Max products, the moment they try it, they are the ones coming back to you asking for more. So don't you see that that is quite amazing?
That's an understatement. I'm so glad you mentioned that. And let's talk about our flagship product, folks. The Celgivity is the most advanced formula today. It contains the ribosine and also 12 supporting ingredients that are phenomenal. Just to give you just to name one, which is the aloe extract, which is the ace manin, which has some incredible property. As a matter of fact, this afternoon I was doing a presentation to a gentleman out of in Quebec, who's actually from the Middle East, who came to Canada several years ago. And make a long story short, he was actually consuming a product from a company that actually sells aloe alone. And this is our second ingredient over and above the ribosine. And he was so impressed. Folks, what we have, people don't realize how significant these ingredients are. So what you will find is that if you're looking for better results in life when it comes to maybe health challenges, take the Celgivity. I'm telling you, it will serve you well. If you're aging and you want to stay youthful, I mean, this is what my wife and I want. We want to stay youthful as we're aging. We want to age gracefully, right? We don't want to fall apart as we get older, but we want to be able to train. We want to be able to run. We want to be able to ski on the snow during the winter. We want to kayak in the summer, right? So we take our Celgivity. Now, if you have health challenges and you're looking to recover faster, better recovery, take the Celgivity. You won't regret it. If you're struggling with your health and running out of options, listen, take the Celgivity. Do not hesitate. But it is important to note that our products are supplements. They are taking alongside your regular medication. As long as you go see your doctor and you feel better, and your doctor may turn around and says, well, you don't need this, you don't need that, which we know happens very often, then your doctor will tell you. But the fact here is it's not designed to prevent and cure any diseases. All it do is that it increases the glutathione production within your bloodstream, and it creates an environment for your body to heal. We have testimonies from all over the world with this product. And the one thing that's very important for you to keep in mind is that it might have taken you 30 years, 40 years, 60 years, 70 years, maybe 80 years to get to where you are. So remember that when you take these products, you got to give your body time to absorb and to be able to adjust to the changes as you get these nutrients to help you live a better quality of life. We recommend to come in for at least 3 months. That's 90 days of consumption of these products, so it will serve you better. It's a wonderful, wonderful product. That is the product we recommend for you to start with.
Yeah, thank you, Chris. I also want to tell you that you're not the only person, you and your wife, that want to really live healthy and live long. We all are in it together. And I tell you, a lot of people are afraid of death. Of course, having this great opportunity, definitely we can change the narrative. And of course, in addition to what you said concerning the 90 days course, the reason is because there are some things that are stuck to the system that will not just go immediately you start it while your immunity improves. It takes a while to get them off your body. And you may not feel great until those things are off. And that is the basis for being patient. And we also know that detoxification is one of the main processes that go on when you commence these products. The next wonderful product that I'd like to tell you about is Max ATP. In fact, Celgivity and Max ATP, I think they should call them the flagship product. It shouldn't be Celgivity alone. because we have achieved a lot with this combination. And if you
Mhm.
want to know what these products are capable of doing under 30 minutes, under 10 minutes, I think the go-to product is Max ATP. It is a performance drink. We call it our ribosine fuel. You can take it anytime you need mental or physical performance. What I usually say is whatever you can call performance, be it, just name the performance you want to talk about. It is our fast acting product and a great product to sample with, as most people will feel the benefits within the first 15 or 20 minutes. It comes in a small powder sachet. You mix it with water. For exercise, take it 15 to 20 minutes before your workout, and you will notice stronger performance and better recovery. This actually lasts for a while. Unlike most other energy drinks that will take you up and within a short period you're down, this take you all through the day, and it ends with a very wonderful sleep at the right time. It is also great to take when you need mental focus or energy throughout the day. I mentioned that earlier, either for the office, studying, or if you are just having a long day. Maybe you have an exam to write and you want to perform well. Let me tell you at this point, because I must not miss this. A patient of mine was about going for her exams, but she fell sick. And after receiving some treatment, she was quite weak and she wasn't too confident that she will be doing well in that exam. But after offering her a sachet of Max ATP, the testimony was that she had a distinction and she was one of the first that finished her papers on that particular at that particular exam. This is the truth. It's not an exaggeration. You know, longevity is taken daily, but Max ATP is taken as needed. That is the difference. You take ATP whenever you need performance, whether at the gym, in the boardroom, the classroom, or even in the bedroom. Some days, and when we say the bedroom, it's not for men alone, both men and women, because for women to have a good time in the bedroom, they also need good energy. They need good mental focus. They need good emotions. You know what I'm talking about. Some days you may have one, some days none, and some days more than one. But normally I would recommend that you don't go more than 2 a day, depending on your day.
Absolutely brilliant. And the next one we want to talk about is the Max Infuse. This is another excellent product. It comes in a small powder sachet as the Max ATP, and you mix it with water. You take one sachet per day or on a need basis. It contains all the vitamin and nutrients that you would get from 20,000 calories of food. Think about this. And it's converted into 10 calories because it extracted all the nutrients from all of this food. So you're getting all the benefits without all the calorie. So it's an excellent source of nutrition, especially for busy people. As we know today, with the lifestyle that we live, it's sometimes we don't take the time to eat properly. The Max Infuse, it's a great pair with the Celgivity, and it also helps the Celgivity work better when it comes to producing glutathione and well-being. It's a wonderful product. There's 30 servings or 15 servings, depending what country you live in. There is different availability for packages that are available for you to purchase as you are consuming.
Another product of Max International is MetaSwitch. Is a science-based and very effective weight management system. I've not seen any other system that has been able to beat this, able to control your appetite and all that. Most of the time, that is the challenges faced with most other products that are used, and you end up getting your weight back. You take 2 capsules of Switch 30 minutes before each meal with a large glass of water. MetaSwitch will help to activate your metabolism so that it works the way it is supposed to work. It also helps you keep and build your lean muscle so that you are losing fat and not muscle as you lose weight. Isn't that amazing? Okay, what you will notice is that your cravings are reduced. You will have great energy and you will just feel better overall in your health as you start to lose weight. Of course, you'll be able to carry yourself, you'll be able to do the exercise and activities you wish to do without feeling stressed out. You want to commit to using Switch consistently for at least 90 days to get the best results. And we have had so many testimonies in that line.
That's wonderful. That's absolutely wonderful. It's one of my favorite product. And folks, the Max 357, this is a blend of omegas, the 3, the 5, and the 7. And the combination of having the omega 7 with the 3 and the 5, it's actually very rare. You don't find that outside of Max International. It is an excellent product for the skin, the heart, the brain, and the eyes. And the 357 also support a healthy breakdown of the fat and cholesterol in your body. And one of the things that I absolutely love is it helps you with all of these different, as I mentioned, the cardiovascular, the healthy metabolism, brain, eye, and nerve function, hair, skin, and nail. But one of the things is the omega 7, right? This comes from the pollock fish. People don't realize, but it's not coming from the Pacific side of the water, but it's coming from the Atlantic. In fact, it's coming from the Norwegian waters, which is today considered some of the purest form of water on the planet. And then within 6 hours, they extract the product. So this is something that Max does, is the raw ingredients of our products are very, very, very high end and some of the best for your well-being as you consume our Max products. So I just thought of mentioning that as we progress here.
Thank you very much, Chris. One thing I like and love so much about Max International is that the nature of their product is what you cannot rival, is what you cannot find anywhere else. And it makes it a great business for Max International. I don't know who is advising this company, but they are great at doing that. So, of course, having all these wonderful products from Max International, you would expect that something will then follow. Testimonies, thousands of them, hundreds of thousands of them. You know, when I joined Max International, it was as a result of testimonies that I had, but the testimonies were quite unbelievable. Of course, we've had thousands of testimonies of Max products. Once people try them, they come back for more. If you give Max products a try for yourself and commit for 90 days, I'm very sure you will soon be sharing your own fantastic testimony. At this point, I love to mention one of the testimonies that actually got me stuck to Max International. This was a moment where I had a sickle cell patient dying, and there was no way of accessing her vein. Everybody had given up, and
I remember that.
were to refer her elsewhere. And it was clear that we're just referring for the sake of referral. Nothing good was to be expected. Requested that we just keep being positive, and he trusted that there is something I could do for her. At that point, I was completely lost. But luckily, I just joined Max International and I was experimenting with the product. And I got Celgevity, 2 capsules, and 1 sachet of Max ATP, mixed it in water. Lo and behold, 20 to 30 minutes after, the lady recovered, and that was it. She actually needed to be transfused because her PCV was 14%. Because of her stability, I suspended the processes for transfusing her with blood, because we know that sickle cell patients sometimes have the capacity to manage low blood levels. After 2 days, her PCV had risen to 16%. And I was wondering, what's in Matt's product that is doing such a wonderful thing? And lo and behold, that was our shortest stay. This happened on the 6th of June, 2017. And I tell you, till date, this lady has not been hospitalized. So I thought it would be a bad business for me if I don't join Max International, if everybody keeps getting their products and stop going to hospital. So that is quite amazing.
I really appreciate that story. Remember you telling me this. And folks, as we are presenting this here this evening or this afternoon or this morning, if you happen to be in the Philippines, at the end of the day, we know that health and income are the 2 basic requirements to create a life of significance. As we started this presentation, what we suggested, what significance are you looking in your life? And we know how much of an impact, and I've witnessed how much of an impact this company has made around the world. So we're talking about how can we impact your health with an amazing scientific product, which is based with the ribosine, which is a precursor. And the other thing that we need is income. So let's take a look on how Max International can help us in this area right now.
Sure, Chris. Times are changing and it is becoming riskier to rely on a single income stream. And so many people today are working from home, either because they have to or because they want extra income. Sure, everybody wants this, or because they love the flexibility and freedom of controlling their time and environment, which is what I'm enjoying right now. And this is what every entrepreneur does enjoy. Of course, Max gives us the opportunity to generate income working from home. And that income can be as big or as small as you like. Let's understand more about how this works.
Absolutely. So, see, if you take a look at companies listed here, what do they all have in common? Right? We're talking Uber, Facebook, Bolt, Airbnb, Alibaba, Expedia, right? And what do they all have in common? See, what they have in common is the internet, and they connect people through product and services.
Yes, internet and networking. If you think about business model today, the fastest growing and largest companies on the planet rely on the internet and on connecting people and creating networks. The world has never been as connected as it is right now. And that brings incredible opportunity to build a global business, no matter where you are in the world. Some people will say, no, 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 network, internet, they're not it, but they really don't understand what nature is about. This is a system that even God himself introduced. For instance, let's look at the family structure. We have a man come to meet another woman. They give birth to children. Children give rise to have their own families. It's a network. And that is what life is. If you understand this model, then you won't have problem with this.
I love the analogy. And at the end of the day, folks, we live in a plug and play economy. Things are changing. The world is changing right before our eyes. You see, successful business now, they create value by taking products and services and connecting them to people who needs them through platforms and technology. Take Uber for an example. Uber connects drivers who need passengers and passengers who need rides. On their platform, what happens is they created an app. So that's all. It's a piece of software that will bridge the drivers and the people who need the rides together. And they created a massive, massive business model with that. If you take Alibaba, for example, created a platform to connect sellers and buyers, right? Expedia connects travelers to hotels and flight. Amazon, I mean, everybody knows of Amazon. I mean, especially toward the pandemic, they grew like 10 times because they provided a connection between providers and the consumers. That's what Max is all about. And Max is perfectly positioned to take advantage of this model, which is the business of the future.
Absolutely, Chris. Our business is simple. Our job is to connect potential customers and business partners to Max International. All we do is talk to people and share what we have with the Max products and business opportunity. That's all. You will learn some simple ways to do this as you get started. And when we connect customers and business partners to Max, we earn commissions, not only for their immediate product purchases, but for all future product purchases. That's it.
That is absolutely correct. And just in line to the question that was posed by Alpha here, Mike, you've heard that some members in Max can find the products in certain stores and supermarket. Here's the thing. The person who owns that supermarket is an associate. That associate bought products and decided to sell the product. As long as they don't undersell, then they're in good standing. So remember that they are big business owners that also have access, but there's also certain rules and regulations that are in place where it cannot be sold in these big markets. Again, I'm not going to expand on that, but I just want you to understand that Uganda is not fully operating yet. They're tapping from Kenya. So I'm just going to stop here just to give you, the respect of answering your comment there. So one of the things that's important here as we keep expanding, say, to build a network, to be able to to make the kind of money that I know many of you would love to have, is to connect more people to the company Max. And as they do the same thing, if you look at this body in red, this is you. And the body that are white bodies over here, the little bodies, the little bottoms there, this is a social influence, social connection. And they all decided to be part of what Max has to offer. Pick any one of those white little bodies and focused on them, they turn red. They also will have all their white, whatever you want to call it, these little bodies around them, which will be represented by their network. And the more you do that, the more people orders. The more people order, the more volume gets generated. And the more volume gets generated, the more commission you earn. And this is how we grow our income with Max International.
It is very important to note that the size of your team and the volume of business you can do is unlimited. It is infinity. It can go to the skies. You can earn commissions up to 40,000 US dollars per month based on your team sales. And you can earn additional commissions based on how individuals in your team perform. The income potential is unlimited. This is very, very exciting, I must tell you.
Now, here's the point. Is to earn commission, you need to purchase your products. They are a certain minimum that we consider as what we call monthly orders, which is just enough for your personal consumption on a monthly basis. In some cases, maybe you can only afford 1 week and you sell the rest. Until your income grows, maybe you can eat 2 weeks, you sell the rest until you can eat all of your month supplies and then start being profitable. And these are all part of our trainings. But the fact is that every time you consume a monthly supply, it generates a minimum of 100 CV. CV stands for commissionable volume. So whatever currency you use to buy your products, once it's accepted into the Max back office, it is converted into commissionable volume, into points. You need a minimum of about 100 points, and that's the minimum that usually occur when people place an order. Sometimes it's a little more. And then you connect other personal customers and partners to do the exact same thing. And as this increases, this is how you start earning commission, and your commission will increase.
Sure, Chris. And then as your team grows, your sales volume increases, and you will start to move up the ladder of achievement, reaching certain ranks and income levels along with other recognition from the company. You can see that it's possible to be earning a few $100s per month, a few $1,000s a month, or even up to 40,000 US dollars per month as monthly income. One of the key factors in your success will be your ability to lead and mentor others in your team to also achieve success. Whatever you have attained, you want somebody else in your team to attain that. As the people you connect into your team become successful, you will also receive a matching check on whatever they are earning, up to 50% of their monthly income, for your role in the mentoring and coaching them to be successful. Isn't that fair from Max International? You can see there is unlimited income potential. Your job is simply connect people into Max and your team and to teach them what to do to be successful.
Absolutely. And just to keep in mind, the reason we're talking in US dollars is because this is a general world presentation where there's many markets, many countries that are listening at the same time. But understand that every market where we're currently operating in have their own currency, and get back with the person that introduced you to this presentation this evening or this afternoon or this morning for you to get a full assessment on exactly what this is as far as your market. Now, in line to what Dr. Austin was talking about is support. When we talk about mentoring, right? We have training, we have offices, In different countries, as it develops, there's multiple offices. In some countries, like me in Canada, for the past 15 years, we don't have an office. Everything is virtual. We're used to that in my country. But in different markets, you need a physical office to establish credibility. For example, in Ghana, there's 7 offices. In Nigeria, there's 3 offices, and there's drop-off centers. And again, it's like this. We're in Kenya, we just opened a market. There's 1 office which supports Uganda, Rwanda, and many other countries around. And there's also Cameroon, which is also has an office there. So it is expanding. We have team support. We have online business center. All you need to do is plug in, make sure your team is plugged in, and listen to the presentation and learn while you earn. And that's how this works.
Absolutely. And when you join Max, you are joining a network of professionals. We get to enjoy world-class training, great business mentors, and second to none world-class incentive and recognition trips. You will absolutely love being part of Max family. I had this experience, in their conventions, in their trips, far and wide abroad, in Dubai. We're in Dubai 2019. Of course, it was out of the world. I was close to Burj Al Arab, and a lot of amazing things. You just think you are in a heavenly place. So I think it is is a thing you really absolutely want.
Brilliant, brilliant. And thanks for the feedback, Alpha. Absolutely, Dr. Austin. And again, thank you. I'm so enjoying presenting with you here today. I appreciate your presence. And folks, at the end of it, how do we get started? Well, again, you plug in by ordering a pack. It's as simple as that. Today, we did a presentation online and a person said, okay, I'm ready to get started. How does it work? How do I start? Well, it goes anywhere between, and again, I'm talking US dollars there. And remember that every market have their own starter package where there's a minimum and a maximum. And it's anywhere between $150 all the way up to 1,000 plus, depending on what you want. And again, it's not that you're spending more money because you're buying more gold. What you're doing here is you're just buying more products. That's all there is to it. You have more products in your hands. Think of it as like a farmer. And a farmer, the more seeds they have to plant, then the more they will earn at harvest. It's really as simple as that. But understand that even if you start at the lower level, we have diamonds and double diamonds that start at lower level and they grew into it. So don't let the price enable you to start. Start at the level you can and then learn and evolve. And if you can grasp the vision that we have with this company, we can change your life and anywhere within your social and anyone within your social environment.
Yeah, thank you, Chris. I remember many years back, I was seated and I had to fill a form. And in that form, I filled medicine and surgery. I also had the opportunity of filling engineering or biochemistry, but I stuck to medicine and surgery. And I tell you, folks, today, I'm a medical doctor just by making that decision, even though I really didn't know the gravity or the importance of that decision I was making, choosing medicine and surgery. And today I am a medical doctor. So wherever you are today, it is because of decisions you have made in the past. And wherever you will be tomorrow or a year from now, 3 years from now, will be as a result of decisions you will make today. Today is your chance to make a decision that could change your life forever. I made a decision to join Max International. And for a medical doctor, my colleagues would say, probably he has lost it. But today, they look at me as so fortunate. Yes, I made a decision. So I enjoin you today to make that decision, because what is ahead of us, what is lying ahead of us after making this decision is quite huge, and we want to all enjoy it together.
Brilliant. I just love what you just shared, Dr. Austin. And at the end of the day, folks, you deserve a healthy and financially sound future. It is your birthright to live a life of abundance. And do not believe the white lie that tells you that you're not enough, because you are. Your light is bright, and we're giving you an opportunity that you can grab onto. You just need to learn the process and learn to deviate the obstacles that you may come across as you build your business. And that's the reason why we have the trainings and supports and everything available We have boards, we have YouTube channels. Everything is documented, everything is recorded for years. You just need to go and do the homework. So at this point, folks, it was a real pleasure to share with you. And Dr. Austin, I'm going to turn this over to you to finish this presentation and to give everybody a call to action as to what is the next step and your thoughts.
Okay, thank you very much, Chris. I think we have said so much in this presentation, in this 9 call. Chris and I have talked a lot, but I tell you, whatever we have said so far is not up to 1% of what there is to say about Max International. There's a lot we cannot tell you here. There's a lot of testimonies we cannot tell you here. There's a lot of life-changing experiences we have seen, we have experienced, we can't tell you here. But I believe the little we've been able to tell you should be enough for you to make a decision right now. As a result of that, you don't have to hesitate. Don't hesitate. Get back to the person who invited you to this presentation and let them know you are excited about what you have heard and you are ready to get started. Of course, it will be a decision you will never regret. I assure you. There's this thing I tell people. Max has brought an opportunity to change your life, and they are giving it to you at a cost, at a discounted cost. And you are being rewarded for letting people enjoy this benefit. That is quite amazing. It's not like opportunities where you have to invest. You don't see what you are investing. You're actually getting health, you are being fine, and you are rewarded for it. At the very least, you will enjoy products that will benefit you and make a noticeable difference in your life. I assure you, I personally am enjoying it. My parents are enjoying it. My patients are enjoying it. People that know that if I had not crossed their life at one point or the other, they won't be alive today. They are there, uncountable. So I want you to be part of this story, of a changed life, a life of significance. Remember how we started, that we really want to have a life of significance. And at the very most, you could be like so many of us who lives here, whose lives have been changed forever when we became part of the Global Max family. Today, I'm a diamond in Max International, and I'm presenting, this call with a crown diamond. We call him grandfather. He's an amazing personality. He has mentored us. I've learned a lot from him. He has even made me dream more about life, know things about life. So I want to use this opportunity to thank you, Chris, and your wife, what you have been to us in Nigeria as a whole, how you have passionately touched the entire world. I remember when you share your stories, and sometimes tears are being shed out of passion. People are overwhelmed by your goodness, to them. I want you to thank Tammy, on our behalf, for making us know about this. If it is not for your effort, I don't think all the lives I would have touched today, I would have touched them. I remember that very first day I was at the hall, when you first came to Nigeria and I met you. We're looking at each other from a distance. We had not known each other. And here we are today presenting. It's an amazing thing. I want to thank you. There's not enough words to thank you for what you have done. No, not even the lives. People that are having children, having kids, that had no hope, of having a life of significance. So, folks, I'm calling you to be part of this family. Whoever has invited you really means well for you. So take this opportunity, grab it, don't let it slip by you. Of course, we look forward to working with you to create a legacy of significant change in your life. And it's important to mention at this point, of course, in your lives and lives of others, it's important to mention at this point that the products are not meant to cure, to treat, to diagnose, or to prevent any condition. They are meant to raise glutathione levels. And once that happens, of course, so many amazing things can happen. So I thank you once again for joining us today. We hope you got value from this presentation, and we can't wait to welcome you to this Max family. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Austin. I appreciate the kind words. Everybody have yourself a wonderful evening, afternoon, or morning. Bye for now.